What's good, YouTube? We back with a banger. We back with another one, and today we're gonna be reacting to
our first bite at the NBA schedules here.
Opening night reveal. OKC 76ers and Spurs have something to prove, plus Nuggets declining. I did react to the Christmas schedule one, but bro, I ended it and I didn't even know I ended it. So let me make sure I'm still recording, bro. But yeah, we about to react to this. Tell me how you feel. Subscribe, like, drop your comments in the comment section. Let's get it.
Season tips off in exactly 70 days from today. The Knicks will raise their banner at MSG, but that's not the first game on the NBA slate. Take the day off from work if you live in Detroit. The NBA season will officially start with the Celtics at Pistons on October 20th at 3 p.m. Eastern. The top two seeds in the East last season. Again, that game tips off at 3. Opening night, now an all-day event.
It's an alright game I'd rather see. Cade Cunningham, Jason
Tatum. The marquee
Tatum.
game, though, on the slate. The Knicks begin their title defense against LeBron and the Sixers, making his debut for the Sixers.
Ooh, the 76ers and the Knicks? Opening night? Ooh, that's going to be spicy. That's going to be spicy. That's going to be a spicy one, Chad. I'm not going to lie. 76 versus the Knicks, opening night. Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to watch that one. I'm definitely going to watch that. I don't too much care about the Celtics and Pistons, but that one I'm watching.
At Madison Square Garden at 7 Eastern. In his career, James just 1-8 in his team's season openers when on the road.
James looked at that
and
nigga
finally,
like,
the rematch of the Western Conference
okay,
Finals.
So we got some three bangers
Thunder
loading
at Spurs,
up. Okay.
a titanic battle between top two favorites to win the MVP this season, Victor Wembanyama and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bro, if Shai go back to back to back, okay.
And they'll tip off at 9:30 Eastern. All those games
gotta put them up
on NBC.
Back to back to back.
All right, and welcome inside the studio. I'm George Sedano in for Malika Andrews alongside David Dennis Jr., Chiney Ogwumike, and Dave McMenamin. All right, we got the slate now, right? Opening night, national television, all the games on Christmas or whatever, right? We've seen it all now. So the reigning champs, let's get back to them. The Knicks opening their season against LeBron and the Sixers. Dave, what do you expect the atmosphere to be like at MSG?
What do I expect the atmosphere? That bitch gonna be rocking. I'm not missing a commercial. The Knicks versus 76, I'm not missing nothing. Bro, that's gonna be the loudest you heard. And they got LeBron. Ooh. It's giving us what's it called? Postseason warm up. You know what I mean? I would like to see the 76ers and the Celtics first round or the Knicks first. Either way, the East, I ain't gonna lie. The East is the conference to look at this year, bro. It's gonna be a hell of a fight in the postseason. You got the 76ers, you got the Knicks, you got the Pacers, you got the Celtics, you got the Heat. Like, bro, you got teams, bro, that's gonna be a lookout. And if you could start, bro, 76ers versus Knicks, 76ers versus Boston. Bro, Knicks versus Boston. Hey.
Like Game 4 of the NBA Finals when they made that incredible comeback. And it was electric within the walls of that arena, the world's best arena. Yeah. And you have the most intriguing team as their opponent. Yeah. The Sixers would have been intriguing had they just traded for Jaylen Brown, but you throw in LeBron James. It's going to be must-see TV, and it's going to be where I'm going to be. I'm going to be there for that opening night game.
Can I come with you?
No, please, come on.
Can we just put my schedule just for that
Yeah,
day?
let's do it.
Wasn't there like a little subplot of if the Knicks didn't win, LeBron potentially could have gone there,
Rich
right?
Paul said it.
So to me, that's even more wild, the fact that this is a team that he could have seen himself on, but instead he's on the Sixers, and I just feel like we're underselling the energy because they're going to have rings for the players. I'm sure that everyone courtside is going to have rings as well.
Yes.
Mariska Hargitay, John
LeBron
Turturro,
went to the Knicks, that nigga would have been ring chasing.
the entire crew of SVU has rings. But to me, this is great. This is how you start the season. You want to see the biggest matchups, and that's it right there. The biggest players and the biggest teams in the most magical arena.
All right, David, what's the best possible matchup for opening night for you?
To me, I mean, yeah, it's that matchup, right? It is the Lakers Sixers, but also we got to also talk about that Spurs OKC.
Oh,
right?
no doubt.
Like that to me is the definitive rivalry that we're going to have for the next decade probably. Is these young guys are going to be going at each other for the foreseeable future.
Don't like each other.
Right now, no disrespect to the Knicks, I still have them in that top tier with them, but these are the two teams that have the best odds to make it to win the championship, right? And we're talking about like a nasty rivalry. This thing went 7 and we're coming off of this thing.
Damn, say I ain't gonna lie, that's how bro, if Knicks fans out there, that's how I know y'all really got lucky with that championship, nigga. This nigga don't even put respect on y'all name. He talking about something, yeah, I know the Knicks just won, but we want to see this rivalry. Nigga don't even want to see the Knicks. Like, y'all we really got lucky, bro. And y'all not going back. Y'all not getting past Halliburton this year, bro. Y'all cooked this over with. Nigga don't even look at y'all as a threat for real. I'm telling you. Nobody looks at the Knicks and be like, oh, shit. Like, y'all got a team, but like, nigga don't really look at y'all as like a threat, bro. Once Tyrese Halliburton come back, spanking.
Talking about Chet.
Wemby cried when he won.
Wemby cried when he won. But look at what we're talking about with OKC. Yeah. Chet got his lunch money taken. Everybody's talking about how he was in the offseason. J-Dub and the idea that, hey, he's not healthy. The OKC would have won that series. I want opening night. I want 7 games in the playoffs. I want a midseason tournament. I don't know if we can add another game. Like, Blake can play 15 times. I want as many of these games as we possibly can.
Yeah. You're here. I mean, listen, also, let's talk about the Sixers Knicks, though, for a second. It's banner night, right?
Right.
Too. I mean, like, this 53 years, they've been waiting to see that. So we get to see that go up. And the last 2 times LeBron was in the building when a team raised the banner, the Nuggets and the Warriors, 10-point losses. So he has something to try to reverse that.
And if we're speaking about, Madison Square Garden, the cheapest ticket right now for ring night, banner night, is $2,000. We're already in playoff.
Wow. Wait, what? Wait, what?
To reverse that.
And if we're speaking about, Madison Square Garden, the cheapest ticket right now for ring night, banner night, is $2,000. We're already in playoff on Game Square Garden. The cheapest ticket right now for ring night, banner night, is $2,000. We're already in playoff on game 1 of 82.
Nigga, $2,000.
So you buying the ticket, or are you gonna get credentials?
So I might need to find that credential.
Okay, we can work on that.
I'm not gonna buy that ticket.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it just tells you everything that this is the place to be, and I just can't see a better way to start the season than that. Like, hello, we are back.
And we're talking about those Knicks fans. Like, of course, it's been a celebration, and the Knicks. The one thing you know about New York, they know how to find a chip on their shoulder. Right? And as much as they're celebrating, they know that everybody in this offseason has been talking about the other teams, the other moves. Philadelphia has snatched all of these headlines. LeBron is there. Jaylen Brown is there. Now the Knicks are like, hey, wait, don't forget about us. This was not a one-off.
Nigga, we forgot about y'all. Nigga, y'all one and done. I'm telling y'all. Y'all not getting past Halliburton. I'm telling you. You're not. You're getting spanking.
Yes, this was a drought that we ended. Everybody's happy. We want another one. We are New York. The fans are going to be feeling that. The Knicks are going to take that crown back and say, we have a reason that you're talking about us.
Who's most likely, in your opinion, to hoist the championship trophy this coming season?
Oh, wow. So I'm not ready to say it's going to be any of those teams.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not ready.
Okay.
Like, would we have all said the Knicks last year in August?
No, I don't believe
Probably not, right? Until they caught fire in the playoffs. So I'm open for another team emerging, but
yeah, you gotta wait to see that, but you can't really say
all 3 teams on the right
I got Halliburton going
championship tier. They're the prohibitive favorites on the 3 teams.
I got Halliburton going to the
Spurs and
Conference
Thunder have the shortest odds to win the 2027 NBA title at plus 270. And the last time there were 2 teams tied for the shortest title odds to start the season was the 22-23 season with the reigning conference champion Celtics and Warriors. Sinead, real quick, any thoughts on the question I asked Dave?
I think the most interesting stat is that we've had a different champion for 8 seasons straight.
Right.
So even though teams want to get back to the mountaintop, that path is so much harder. If you look at the Eastern Conference, yeah, you feel good if you're the Knicks when you won, but then a few months later or a few weeks later, now you're looking at Toronto and Kawhi pending. Now you're looking at Miami and, Giannis heading down there. Now you're looking at Philly. Most obviously, you'll get a good look at
Kawhi, boy, you doing too much talking, nigga. We ain't never seen you do all that talking. That's how I know your ass guilty. Kawhi. Hey, you guilty, bro. You about to go to jail, nigga. I ain't gonna. And you gonna get suspended, man. Look, Kawhi. Hey, I know something, nigga, because you ain't never do all that talking. That just proved to me right there you guilty.
On opening night. But then we haven't talked about the Detroit Pistons. Didn't they finish last year with the best record
60+ wins, right?
in the Eastern Conference? They're also one of those teams that are flying under the radar. I don't know why. I just have been following the chemistry building. The San Antonio Spurs, I think they're going to be motivated for falling short.
I got a crush on her.
So I like how they're together in France and all those types of things. So I look at the Spurs like maybe they can do it.
All right, let me ask you, Dave. You mentioned you'll be at the Knicks game. How about that matinee that we got, Detroit and Boston?
It's the first time in league history.
Yeah.
There's going to be 3 nationally televised games on opening night in a lockout shortened season.
Right.
And I've talked to people around the league.
Just look at that eye contact, like. But you gotta get it.
League today, and they're like we could sense the excitement for the NBA right now. So let's experiment with this thing.
Let's do it.
They talked with executives at NBC, and it was kind of a joint decision that this is something we can turn into a celebration of the game. It's already a marquee moment for the league. Let's see if we can enhance it and turn it into a major showcase. Maybe down the line this becomes a tradition for NBA fans. And listen, like it's not that abnormal to see sporting events during the daytime
Baseball
in
does it all the
America.
time.
Baseball, the NHL season tipped off at 5 p.m. or whatever, pucked off.
Drop the puck.
There you go. And then also added bonus, hey, it's an international game, 3 p.m. Eastern is primetime viewing in Europe.
That's a great point, for sure.
3 p.m. Eastern is also primetime viewing in America for NBA content.
Fair enough, too. Hey, listen, noon Pacific, I'll take it. That's just the start. On the following night, we have a monster doubleheader to tip off ESPN's calendar.
I care about that bullshit. I don't care about no damn Lakers and Warriors. No Timberwolves and no Heat.
We got our very first
about
look
that,
at the
man.
reshaped rosters for the Wolves and
Curry,
Heat,
dumb, you stole the
followed
Warriors.
by
You
Steph and the
stupid.
Warriors taking
Nigga won't
on
be loyal
the Lakers.
so bad. Nigga better lead them.
That first game features the
nigga
debut
won't
of some
win,
new
right?
teammates, Giannis and Bam,
Stupid
against
ass.
LaMelo
Fuck
and
her.
Ant. Chene,
Small
which new
ass.
duo are you most excited to see?
Give me South Beach. Give me Miami because the front court combines for potentially, 60 points per game and 25 rebounds per game on 60% shooting, which is wild. Keep an eye, though, on their guards because they are losing Tyler Hero, who is a three-point shooter. They lost Norm Powell, who was an all-star, led them and made threes. So there will be a lot of shots to be had based off of that front court prowess in the paint. Hopefully the guys will knock down shots so that they can actually start rolling.
And do LaMelo and Bam still have beef? We'll find out. Luka and Austin Reeves have the keys in
LaMelo and
LA
Bam got
now.
beef?
Now that LeBron is
I
gone.
know.
So, Dave, how are the Lakers feeling about their roster in the post-LeBron era?
George, I know Luka's been on the team for a year and a half, but this is going to be the start of the Luka Doncic era in Los Angeles. This roster was retrofit around.
And starting what? Like, what you mean? The start of his era in what? Like, winning or what? 'Cause that nigga ain't getting no MVP. And he not getting no ring. Especially with that grown-ups lineup. So, I don't know what you mean by start an era for Luka. Because that nigga ain't winning nothing no time soon. So, I don't know what you
His
mean by
skill
that,
set, his needs, his wants, starting with Walker Kessler, obviously in the middle. They were able to retain Austin Reeves, and they got a bunch of new role players. All 5 starters that played in the opening round against the Houston Rockets for the Lakers are now gone. It's going to be a very different team with Luka Doncic at the middle.
ESPN has another doubleheader on Thursday. The next day, on the 22nd, it's the Cavs, and they'll be in Philly.
Yeah, nigga don't care about this matchup. I won't see this, though. I won't see
For
Jokic
LeBron
in
and the
shape.
Sixers home opener
two
at 7
MVPs.
Eastern, followed by Denver in
I won't see
OKC against the Thunder. So the Joker and Shea. For a while, it seemed like LeBron was going to return to Cleveland. So DDJ, when they go into Philly and face off, who will have more motivation that particular night?
It's got to be Cleveland. Last time we saw them, everybody was saying that they quit against the Knicks. Then you have an offseason where you feel like you're in pole position for LeBron James, and he chose Philadelphia over going back home to end his career. You show up and say, we're the team better than what we showed everybody at the end of that conference finals, and we can still win without LeBron James. This is for Cleveland to really reestablish
still playing for them?
themselves
Or he
as
should
being
be
the
free
second
agent?
best team, at least in the East.
Oh, James
As
Harden,
for
he
the
don't play
Nuggets
them
and
all day.
Thunder, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic have combined to win 5 of the last 6 MVP awards. And over that span, they've split their 18 regular season meetings exactly down the middle, 9-9. SGA averaging just under 27 points per game, and Jokic nearly averaging a 23-point triple-double. All right, a year ago at this point, we were
Yeah,
looking at
that's good
Denver
stats by
as
Jokic,
the
bro.
biggest threat to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the West. So, DDJ, how close is Denver to the top of the West right now?
They're a lot further from the top of the West than they were at the beginning of last season. Like, we got to think about this team as it was OKC trying to.
I ain't gonna lie, it get tough. Like, stop talking about them niggas. They can't get past Timberwolves, bro. The Timberwolves are their kryptonite. The best, y'all remember 2024? The Timberwolves and the Nuggets, one of the best playoff series we ever seen. Probably the best playoff series we seen when that built the Game 7. Bro, the Nuggets kryptonite is the Timberwolves. I don't know why, but it is. And then they just added LaMelo. A lot of niggas about to be touching earth.
Repeat, and Denver being the team that was right there. Since then, they lost in that first round. Jokic played the worst series probably of his career against Rudy Gobert, and they lost against a Minnesota Timberwolves team that had nobody in their front court, in their backcourt as starters. This team has a lot to gain. Some of these contracts, the Christian Brown contract, they're going to lose Peyton Watson, it looks like. This looks like a worse version of this Nuggets team than we had last year, and Jokic is going to have to carry even more of a load for them to be competitors this season.
Jokic leaving next year,
While
bro.
competing internationally, Jokic did an interview in his native language, and he intimated that he would be signing an extension with the Nuggets next summer.
He will?
But the fact of the matter is, he did not sign with them this summer. And so this is a paramount season for them to prove as an organization that you can still be the best player in the world and have a chance to contend for a championship. If they have a season where they go off the rails or they don't appear to be one of the best teams in the West, he can make money a lot of places, right? That has to make him recalculate things if they don't
It's all about the money. That nigga gonna sign, bro. Jokic already don't care enough about like basketball itself. That nigga see that money, that nigga gonna sign, bro. Who wouldn't sign for 5 years, $359 million? Niggas just giving money out at this
to the
point.
level they were 3 years ago when they
They
won the
just
chip.
giving money out at this point.
It being the
he deserved
expectation
it, but I'm
for a
just saying,
Paramount season, do they have a Paramount roster? They have, as such, player in Jokic.
Yeah.
I feel like we sleep on the fact that he averaged 27, 13, and 11, led the NBA in rebounds and assists. That's wild, but it seems like they're doubling down on that type of production when you look at the roster instead of trying to get him some help. Health is going to be very important for this roster. Also, when you think of Jamal Murray, that was an all-star year, finally, last year, but still they didn't have enough. And so I'm looking at them, and you're right, DDJ. Minnesota in some ways took some risks, but they're trying to take a step forward. San Antonio will absolutely take a step forward. Houston will have a point guard. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more competitive. A lot of teams in the West are looking desperately to improve, to compete, whereas it seems like this team stayed the same, even though Jokic is just phenomenal.
Well, there's an extra motivating factor for Jokic here,
Niggas
too.
haven't won a championship.
This time
My sister
last year,
graduated.
I feel like we were talking about Jokic, best in the world, nobody's even close. There was a wide gap between him, second and third. After the playoffs, after we saw Wemby do SGA and the way they went out in the first round, I'm not sure Jokic has an undisputed claim as the best player in the world anymore, and he's taken notice of that, too. I think he can use this as a time to reestablish that and say, look, I'm better than everybody.
Well, I think it's still aspirational for players like Victor Wembanyama. How old is he? 20 and some change?
22,
right, 22 and some change. Jokic is still that guy. At times, you could just see the season, the expectations, the weight carrying on him. I think SGA still, even like very similar. People sleep on his stats as well. I think it's a little bit more neck and neck.
Right,
He's still that dude, but I do think that there's a distance between where others are trying to go because he is at that mountaintop individually.
And with Denver, obviously, the health of Aaron Gordon and health in general really was an issue that stymied them last year.
That's crazy, man. Hey, that's crazy. Open night reveal. This gonna be it's gonna be something to watch, bro, when the NBA starts, especially that Christmas schedule. Ooh, it's getting spicy, boys. But look, if you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, give me some feedback, share it to your cousin, share it to your mama, nigga, share it to everybody, share it to your family group chat, and you can talk about me all you want. I don't care. But I love y'all. Peace.